Hi guys. Okay, so I am back to talk about what I've been doing inside of my prayer notes. So as you know, the prayer notes that I have that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, last video I was trying to decide how I was going to use it because the way that it was formatted, I was like, oh, I don't know. It kind of only gives you a small space to like actually put the prayer, and there's this dot grid, and it seemed overwhelming. But I did find a way to use the prayer notes, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So I do have to say how this kind of all got started. My daughter did a project in where she had to do a blackout poem. Now, a blackout poem is where you take an article or a piece of literature and then you black it out where it shows the words that kind of like pop out to you to make a complete, to make a complete thought. And so this is what I did in Psalms 119. So in Psalms 119, I have divided it, and I believe that this is the longest psalm in this book, if I'm not mistaken. But I divided this psalm into 3 sections. It first started with my prayer. And there are so many verses in this particular song that, the songwriter is asking the Lord for something. And so all I did was go through and I highlighted all the areas where there was a petition or where the songwriter was asking for something. And I highlighted that in green. And every day for my prayer, I would go inside of my prayer notes and I would write down a few of those verses. So instead of actually, like if I had another Bible to kind of do Bible journaling in, I probably would have done the blackout concept and just showed like what the prayers were in the actual Bible. But since I use this really for study and not for creative journaling, I wrote it down in my prayer notes, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what that looks like. So here is an example. I wrote down the verses where it's coming from, 36, 39, 76, and then I wrote it all together. And then for the reminders, I have an area that I put the truths. And the truth was any verses that started with thou or thy, because I use the King James Version. So any verse that explains who God is or what God has done, I labeled that as a truth. And so for the reminders is where I put the truth. Now, the way that I write, sometimes it goes into the next little bullet point because they have crosses for the bullet points. But I just whited it out to keep it, to give more space. And like after I write down all of the verses, I go back and actually read them out loud and take that moment with God so he knows that this is what my petition is. My prayer from yesterday said, "Consider mine afflictions and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Plead my cause and deliver me. Quicken me according to thy word. Consider how I love thy precepts. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord. Give me understanding according to thy word. Let my supplication come before thee. Deliver me according to thy word. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me." So it seems a little like when you go back and actually read all of the verses, it seems repetitive. However, I believe that is what makes it just as important. Like that's what makes it kind of like mean more, because it's really about, like, Lord, let me be able to do what you want me to do. Let me follow these precepts, which is these teachings. Let me be able to go to your teachings before I react or before I become emotional about anything else. Continue to keep me according to thy word. And so saying that repetitively or expressing that continuously, I feel like that just means even more. Because it lets the Lord know, like, this is my heart's petition. This is really what I'm seeking. This is really what I want from you. So I just enjoy doing this so much. There was a lady on Instagram who I believe inspired me quite a bit. She did a small kind of like scrapbook, I guess, like a junk journal type deal over the book of Ephesians. Please follow her on Instagram if you don't already. It is Growing Meadows. So at Growing Meadows, y'all follow her. She did this little book on Ephesians, and it showed all of the highlights from some of the verses in the book. And so I think that I want to kind of do the same thing for Psalms 119. And so collectively, I would have 3 different little books. So I would have one for the prayers, one for the truth, one for the response. And so I think I'm going to do that. I was so inspired when I saw it. It was so cute. Everything that she did was so cute. Oh my gosh. And if you do a flip through, or, kind of like that blackout prayer, on the actual Bible or whatever, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it at Lady Zell. Tag me, let me see what you've come up with. I'm always inspired by everyone's creativity and what they bring to the table and how they express their love and kindness to God. So join me on this journey. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do, and I'll see y'all next time. Alrighty, bye.